All right, let's not be stupid about this. There's a reason I've been saying throughout the majority of my videos, what wouldn't you do, what wouldn't you say to avoid the penalty for treason? That's literally been the motivation behind almost everything we've been watching since the last you know what and beyond. All of the co conspirators said the exact same thing in 2016. This can never be allowed to happen again. And we have lived through the result of their solution, at least so far. How do you justify mail in decisions if you can't justify keeping people locked in their houses? How do you justify demonizing the military and patriots unless there's an event that you can build off of? I've said a bunch of times leading up to where we are now that the people behind all of this want to rebuild this country to benefit themselves instead of following the Constitution. And that becomes more and more obvious every day. Yet, there are still people out there that take the attitude that was then, this is now, let's just move on. Move on to what? That's the question. Most people are lucky enough to never have had to experience losing everything and having to climb back out of the hole on your own without help. But that's where we are heading as a country collectively. And unfortunately, along the way, we have chosen to ignore the education that was afforded to us to avoid it all. We've been warned from multiple sources for decades, forever, that things could end up this way. Yet, we've got better things to do. We choose to do other things, to be interested in what amounts to trivial pursuits, as our lives are undermined and eroded for someone else's benefit. So here's my question to you, the viewer, personally. When is enough enough? When are you going to handle your own destiny and speak out in some way, shape, or form? Educate yourself on the things that are of interest to all of us that no one is willing to take an interest in, but should be the main focus of everyone because it involves collectively our futures. This could have all been handled and avoided years ago, but people were willing to take the attitude that nothing could be done, both then and now, when unfortunately the people who are taking and promoting that stance are already defeated and are preaching to defeat to those who will listen.